When little Nuru saw the police, she started running, leaving behind all the bananas she was to sell. But this time she did not care about the bananas, but cared more about not being arrested by the police. Ni Nairobi, haswa katika mtaa ya mabanda ya Bondeni Matheru. Maisha ya hapa ni changamoto kubwa, hasa kwa watoto yatima ambao wanaokabiliwa na matatizo ya kila siku, huku kukiwa na umaskini na uhaba wa rasilimali. Watoto hawa yatima wanakabiliana na changamoto mbalimbali wakitafuta matumaini ya slum hii. The morning of January 1st, 2014 saw a new addition to cunning Madam Atim's Kesho orphanage. It was a newborn baby with blue eyes. Judging by the timing and the child's appearance, cunning Madam Atim decided to name her Nuru, meaning light. Little did the cunning Madam know that Nuru would actually live up to her name. The past 9 years have been grueling for Nuru, trying to survive each and every day of her life. Kesho orphanage, where she lived, was in a shanty state, poorly equipped, with no electricity, with little beddings, and overcrowding was at its max. At her age, Nuru had never seen the face of a classroom, neither had any of the orphans in the orphanage. Every child in this orphanage was trying to survive with little to no food each and every day. Cunning Madam Atim, however, never cared about the welfare of the children. Her major concern was on how she could profit from the children, but not from just funding, oh no, from child labor and trafficking. In Bondeni, she was known as Madam Kazi au Trafiki due to the activities she subjected the orphans to. Kesho had one rule and one rule only: work or be trafficked, and this was heavily enforced by cruel Madam Atim and her husband Wasaki. Together, they put the children to work on construction sites, on roadsides as beggars, selling bananas, selling groundnuts on the streets, and many more other jobs. The money made by the children wasn't used to make their lives any better, but was rather lavishly spent by Madam Atim in buying houses, shopping, fine dining, and other lavish expenditures. Little Nuru, like all the other children, was assigned a task, and hers was to hawk bananas on the streets, until one day when her fate changed for the better. This day, when she sat on the roadside selling her bananas, little did she know that the city council was carrying out a raid and arresting city hawkers, especially those on the roadsides. When little Nuru saw the police, she started running, leaving behind all the bananas she was to sell. But this time she did not care about the bananas, but cared more about not being arrested by the police, as this would put her in more trouble with cruel Madam Atim. Unknowingly, as she ran, she bumped into a leisurely walking woman and fell down on the ground. The woman quickly ran to help the child get up, but was soon approached by a police officer who claimed the child was a thief and that they were running an operation to arrest the likes of her in the city. What a sad and cruel fate for such a little pretty girl, she thought to herself, and suddenly, within a split second, she muttered these words: "Afande, I'll take the child." Take the child? Do you know where this thing comes from or what they've done in this life? She is a thief and will bring you nothing but problems. I still want to take responsibility for this child, Afande. Anyway, if you insist, if you want the child, pick her up at the police station. This the lady did, and after signing a few paperwork at the police station, she finally took the child home with her. This kind lady is named Amina. Amina is a widow who inherited a lot of property from her deceased husband. Unfortunately for her, she never had any children, even for her husband. Life has been lonely for her since then. The day she met Nuru, she felt they had a lot in common. They were both lonely and walking in this life without anyone else to lean on. This was one of the reasons why she decided to adopt Nuru. With the festive season around the corner, Lady Amina always wondered whom she would celebrate the festive season with. But with Nuru's presence, a new light had emerged. However, as Nuru found herself in a world of luxury, her heart ached for the friends she left behind in that miserable, cruel orphanage. Soon, Lady Amina noticed the tension in Nuru's eyes and decided to approach her. The little child opened up and told her about everything, all that she has gone through and what her friends are still going through. Lady Amina listened in shock and bewilderment as to how someone can be so evil and cruel to little children. Determined to make a difference, she decided to go to the police and file an official report. Upon hearing this, the police assembled a task team to investigate and bring the perpetrators to justice. Soon, the cruel and cunning Madam Atim and her husband were soon arrested and sent to prison. Lady Amina had not only fought the battle against evildoers, but had won and won it all for the orphans living at Kesho. Later, she invited the orphans over for Christmas. They had fun and enjoyed. She did not stop there though. She also renovated Kesho Orphanage with new facilities and amenities for the children, and also a new and better administration. Well, I guess everyone got a little Nuru in their lives, and I pray you also get a little Nuru in your life as well.